I saw this quote yesterday. It says, if you're ever drowning, I know a lifeguard who walks on water. I saw it on TikTok yesterday.
Dude. Hey guys, this is Elijah Vargas from the Goalsville Podcast. Can you introduce yourself?
Chris Frage, 19, from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hell yeah, brother. So we used to be best friends a long time ago,
We did.
back in like elementary school.
Oh,
It's been a minute. So how was your Christmas/New Year's?
it was good. It's a little different because obviously we were in the process of moving,
Yeah,
so it was
that's
a little
tough.
it was a little different. We didn't really fully celebrate Christmas, but we did celebrate it about a weekish later. So it felt off, but it was the same. And I spent New Year's with my family and my brother, so it was good.
That's what's up.
Just a
dude.
little different, but
I mean, I guess that hella different, right?
oh yeah, for sure. Just like packing up, moving across the country, it's crazy.
So you didn't celebrate until you got here at your aunt's house, or?
Oh,
not?
we went to my brother's house.
Oh, it's
over
your
in
brother's house.
St. Charles, yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to my brother's house, and we celebrated there. Felt a little off, but it was Christmas,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
it was, yeah.
So, what was your? This is a question I've been wanting to ask. Like, what is your favorite gift that you received, and the favorite gift that you gave?
Favorite gift that I received, my mom got me like a $200 just Visa gift card, so it's got to be the best. You can't say no to money.
Yeah.
The best gift I gave, I have to say I got my niece like a little like octopus toy that
Yeah.
kind of like moves around on the floor. She's 6 months and she loves it, so
Oh, that's
I think
cool.
that's got to be the best I gave.
Yeah, I like that.
For
I like
sure.
that. That's cool. Yeah, I have a little cousin. It's funny seeing him like grow up. 'Cause
I know.
He's like the only one his age in our family. So
Yeah,
like everybody's taking care of him.
everybody's so much older than my niece, and she's
Yeah.
just like 5 months old, so it's just like pamper her, you know.
Yeah.
But
Like they threw a party for him like over the weekend.
Uh-huh.
It was like his birthday. And everything was like dinosaur themed.
Yeah.
So many toys. Like
Yeah.
everyone was there.
I'm not ready to throw her parties though. It's
Yeah.
too much money. It costs
How
too much.
how old is she?
5 or 6 months. I think she was born July, August.
5 or 6 months?
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's
okay.
it's crazy how quick she grows up.
Yeah.
It's like I saw her when she was a baby, when she was first born, and then we came back out here, and it's just like wow, she's
Yeah.
like crazy big now.
No, that's crazy. I remember like I was thinking about how old so our neighbors have 2 kids, and I was thinking about like how old they are because I haven't been here in a minute. Like
Yeah.
I've been at school,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't even seen them because every time I've been back, it's been winter, you know. So like,
Yeah.
or I've just been busy. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, those kids gotta be old now. And
No,
I asked
yeah,
my
it's
parents, and they're like,
crazy.
they're in 2nd grade and
They
like
just grow up
kindergarten.
so
I'm like, yo,
quick.
that's crazy.
Like,
I remember
it's
they were
just-
just born. Like,
It just doesn't make any sense. Like kids grow up so quick.
Yeah.
Like when you just watch, it's crazy.
it's like, yeah, you don't realize it until
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember like when I was a kid and people were always like, "Oh, you're so tall,
You're
so
getting
tall."
so big, and it's like, dang, really?
I'm like, I like ignore it because it got annoying eventually.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
for sure. I get it, but you were always taller than everybody else in elementary school. That's the thing.
I remember.
You were taller than everybody else by like half, almost a foot. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love that.
It
I
was-
loved it. I loved every minute of it.
You were so much taller, and I was like way shorter than everybody else. So
Yeah.
like we were best friends. I was like, damn, dude, he's so tall. It's crazy.
I thought I was gonna play basketball though.
Yeah, we thought you were gonna be like 6'5",
Yeah.
6'6". We're like, oh,
No.
okay, this kid's going to the NBA. Oh, yeah.
I stunted like, now at Creighton, the school I go to,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of like Hawaiians and like, Filipinos.
Oh,
All my friends are Hawaiians and Filipinos,
Oh,
so I
okay.
still got like
you
height.
still got height on.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it makes you feel a little bit better. No, I get it.
It does. Yeah, even here, like the high like Indian population, Mexican population, it's
Mhm.
like I was still like fairly taller than a
Yeah,
lot of
you
them.
were taller than everybody.
I still like that.
It was
Like,
crazy.
I miss that.
It was like my dad's height at like 12.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I loved it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I bet you could hoop now though. Like I've not played in a minute, but I know you've been playing.
I played a lot. I played in high school too.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, I'm not that tall, so playing in college was kind of off the table, and I didn't really want to anymore.
Yeah.
So I was just like, whatever.
You
So
played on the team in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's what's up.
So I played 2 years, and then I was like, I kind of just like fell out of love with it,
Yeah.
like competitive. So I'll just usually go to like the gym and play pickup there, and that's what I find more fun than like competitive basketball. It's just
I definitely get that. Yeah. That's how it was for me. I don't think, cause like in grade school, sixth, seventh grade, eighth grade, I was like really into basketball. I think I fell out of love like right before I went into high school.
it sucks
like,
falling out of love with your favorite sport.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's just like you get old and you outgrow it.
Yeah.
And it's just
I replaced it. I replaced it with wrestling.
Yeah.
And then once I got to college, it's MMA now. Like that's my
like UFC and stuff
love
like that. I love it. Yeah.
Watching it.
Oh, it's so cool to watch. I love watching UFC.
All the fighters have like the coolest, like most insane
like,
personalities.
I know
like,
they're just all different. It's just like it's crazy to watch all of them. They're so good at what they do too.
Yeah.
It's crazy how good they are. But
some of them are like PG, and then others are like way rated R.
Yeah, like Sean Strickland rated R, and there's like nice guys,
Sean Strickland, rated R.
Islam's like PG. He's just a cool guy. Conor McGregor's rated R. But yeah.
Same with John Jones.
John Jones, yeah. He's crazy.
It's fun to watch because there's such a gap, or like there's a like you never know what to expect.
Yeah, because Dana lets them say whatever they want.
Yeah, that's how a sport should be.
That's why I love the UFC, because Dana lets them say whatever they want to say, and that's what makes it just like authentic.
I just saw something on like Instagram about Dana White becoming, he entered like the board of I want to say Meta or something.
Oh, like Facebook?
Yeah, like Facebook.
Okay.
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
Some of these like billionaires, let's just do whatever.
Yeah, we're just billionaires. Let's go combine and spend all our money. It's
like I swear, like Elon Musk buying Twitter, like it's just like a flex. I feel like sometimes
it's not something you see though.
They just flex. They're like, yo, I have so much money, I'm just gonna do this.
I'm just gonna buy Twitter. It's like something that you're just like, oh, Elon Musk bought Twitter. It's like you don't expect it to happen. Yeah. He just bought Twitter.
And it's like Dana White. Oh, now I'm on the board of.
Yeah, now I want to work for Facebook. Like, they have so much money. It's just crazy.
The other one is like Disney buying Fox, Disney buying. Like, all those other ones.
Disney owns everything now. Yeah. It's just like corporate America. It's just crazy.
They just own entertainment. Like I know. Now. It's like
it's crazy.
Disney v Netflix or Disney v like.
Dude, yeah. Raising their prices on everything.
Yeah, that's what sucks, dude.
It's ridiculous.
We're talking about Spotify because my brother got like that 3-month deal for Spotify, and I got that that student deal that's like $6.
Oh yeah,
and you get free Hulu with it.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, this is perfect. And he's talking about like, if I were to buy it, it'd be like $12. I'm like, heck no,
it's
dude.
Crazy.
I'm not doing $12 a month for Spotify.
I think that's how much I pay, but I get Hulu with it.
Yeah.
So like me and my mom split it because she doesn't use Spotify.
That's worth it.
So I use the Spotify, she uses the Hulu. I don't use Hulu, so it's kind of like $6 each. It's not bad.
Yeah, but that's pretty good. That's what I'm paying.
Yeah, I mean $6 though. That's so nice to have, just free Spotify. Not free Spotify.
That's what I'm trying to tell my brother. I'm like, you could split it with somebody. Like you don't gotta. It doesn't have to be individual. Yeah. Like you could get a group of your friends and do it. I know a lot of my friends do that. Like they'll live in a dorm room with their 4 like roommates or whoever, and they all split it, and then they could just like. Whoever wants control of the music, whoever wants like aux, they can put a song in or whatever. You know?
Yeah, so it's just like they're 12 divided by 4. It's $3 a person. It's it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I think there's a 4-person deal, but I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, like the free Hulu's nice because
I don't really watch TV.
Yeah.
Like if anything, like I just watch YouTube. Like if I want to put a show on, I'll just put something on YouTube. But I really only watch like big shows like Stranger Things, Squid Game, stuff like that. That's all I watch, really.
I got a big problem with binging. Like, Like I just finished Dexter over break. And then I went and I watched the sequel and I finished that in like 2 days. And then I went and I watched the prequel, which is still coming out, but I'm like completely caught up.
Yeah, it's like it's so easy to get distracted. You're just sitting on the couch, you got something to eat, and you're just like, damn, it's been 6 hours, bro. I was gonna watch TV.
See, because like I'll start watching at like 9 p.m. and I'll go to bed at like 3.
Oh,
I'm like, yo, I'll just watch like 6 episodes.
I'll hop on the game at like 9:30. I'll check my PlayStation or my phone. It's like 4 in the morning.
And
all of a sudden,
I gotta
like,
go
dude,
upstairs.
I gotta go to sleep, bro. Yeah. This is crazy.
And it's like nice being on break because like I could go to bed. It don't matter when I wake up.
Exactly. Like, that's what's nice. Like when I'm out here now, I don't have a job at the moment, so I can just stay up however late I want to.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not bad. It's not good, but it's like,
I know that
up till 4 in the morning, I'm sleeping till 1:30. It's like, oh my gosh.
I'll wake up and I'm like, I got like so many messages.
I know. I'm like, dude, my mom called me 4 times. I'm like, oh my gosh. Just sleeping.
Did you take out the dog?
No, I didn't take the dog out. I was sleeping till 2. The dog's been pissing in the house.
Did you guys take the dogs with?
Well, we took one. Our other one passed away. And, yeah, Tank. I know you remember Tank.
Yeah.
He passed away, I want to say in the middle of the summer, like June-ish area. Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. So Tilly?
Yeah, so we still have Tilly. She's getting old. She's got bad arthritis, but she's still hanging on. Yeah, it just sucks having to put like your childhood pet down.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was just so bad, but
oh man,
it stinks. But it's the way of life, unfortunately. Yeah. But
I remember when I lost Conan, my like childhood dog. But like that was 2nd grade for me. I remember it hit so hard.
I know,
dude. Like it hit so hard for me.
Yeah, we put a dog down in 1st grade, and I was like,
oh man.
Well, because I was young at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom telling me, she was like, we're gonna go take Bubba to the vet. Bubba was he was heavy. He was like a 100-pound pit bull. He was huge. He's like, we're gonna take Bubba to the vet. He's not feeling good. I was like, all right. Stayed home with grandma.
Yeah.
Mom comes back home. I'm like, where's the dog? She comes home with like a book and like a little box. She's like, so Bubba wasn't feeling good, so we had to put him down. And I just remember 1st grade just bawling my eyes out.
Damn.
It just sucks. You hate putting a pet down.
You guys got like, so you guys like just always get pits?
Yeah. We love.
Sorry, that's what I took from that.
No,
man,
no,
that's so bad.
Yeah. No, all we get is pit bulls.
Yeah.
That's all we get, and I love them. Like, I like small dogs, but like I love big dogs. They're like
me too.
Big teddy bears, you know, like.
I like the scary ones.
Yeah, like Cane Corsos.
Yeah.
I want a Cane Corso for sure. My brother has like a Cane Corso pit bull mix. He's huge. He's just got a loud bark. It's like he intimidates the neighbors. Yeah. He's really just like sweet. Yeah. He's just a nice dog. But it's crazy. But that's all we get. It's really just pit bulls.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I don't know if you remember Isaac.
Yeah.
But Isaac got like I don't know if you were still here when he got a Siberian Husky.
Oh, okay.
And he still has that English Bull. I think it's an English Bulldog. Yeah, he's got like an English Bulldog.
I don't think I ever went to his house.
Yeah.
I remember him like coming over here, but I don't think I ever went to his house and like met his dogs.
Yeah.
Because he still lives right down the street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's got some nice dogs, dude. Yeah. Like that Husky, bro.
I love Bulldogs, though. Bulldogs,
the Bulldog's
so cool. I love Bulldogs.
She's very sleepy.
Yeah. It's because he's old. She just wants to sleep all day. That's how Tilly is. Wants to sleep all day.
And they got a pug, too.
Oh, pugs.
Dude, I got him on last episode. I forgot already. I got him on the last episode.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I was like, oh, it's Isaac. It's crazy different now, but yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Everybody grew up.
I know. It's like I moved away in like the middle of middle school. 7th
it was
going
like
8th grade.
Right after 7th?
Right after 7th grade. And then I barely flew back. Like, I flew back to see my brother, but I never saw friends.
Yeah.
Like, so now being back here and being able to like hang out with friends, it's like, dude, wow.
Yeah.
Like it's nostalgic, but it's like a surreal thing. You're like, wow, everybody grew up. You're just like, dude, what just happened? I wasn't gone for that long, but I really was if you think about it.
No, I definitely get that.
It's like
it's crazy.
It's just a crazy.
It's got to be way more crazy for you though.
It is. It's just like you see people that you used to know. And like schools you used to go to, and like roads you used to drive on, you're like, damn, this is crazy. It's just like a nostalgic. It's kind of corny, but it's not. It's
no.
Damn,
I don't think
crazy.
So. Like, I see like Ben posts like occasionally. I'll be like, yo, Ben, holy cow, like, that kid grew.
He's like,
he's always been tall.
He's always been tall. I think he's our families kind of like drifted apart because we moved at the same time. But
Yeah,
our families kind of drifted apart, and he used to he went to the same school as me, and I would see him. I'm like, damn, dude. I never talked to him. He's like, I want to say like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
He's like super tall. He did track and field, and I just saw him at school. I was like, damn, dude.
Did he go into the military?
Yeah, he's in
he's
in the Air Force now. He goes to I don't know where the Air Force college is, but that's where he goes to college at. Super cool, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I could never do it. I hate planes. I despise planes, but it's crazy just seeing people. But
so did y'all flew here then?
No, we drove.
Okay.
We drove.
You guys all hate planes?
My parents don't. I do. I just despise planes so much. Like if I have to get on a plane, I will. But like, just get like anxiety. I'm like, dude, because I've seen all those documentaries of like the bad plane situations. And just like, dude, this is bad. But
there's this movie we watched on Netflix. It was like one of the trending movies. My mom made us watch it.
Is it called Carry On?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that with
Dude,
my
it
mom.
was actually good.
It was really, bro. It was
actually
a really
crazy good
movie, and I was like, no way, this is like, can this actually happen in real life?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta think about like
that's scary, dude.
Applying movies to real life. You're like, no way, this actually could happen.
It was so insane.
It was so crazy.
They had Jason Bateman. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Like,
what other? I forget. He was in a couple other.
He was in
shows.
He was in the one with the lake. What's it called?
Oh.
I love that show.
I think we gotta look it up. I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ozark. He was in Ozark. That's what it's called.
Is.
Dude, it's so good. I love Ozark.
I've never watched. I watched like a few episodes. Yeah. And that's it. Like I can't watch TV. I don't know. It's crazy.
Like the first episode gets you completely
like hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing I hate about TV. I watch one episode. I'm like, damn, I gotta keep watching.
That's what happened with me and Dexter.
Like, yeah. Like I gotta keep watching. Watching.
Like man, I finished like. Just in college, I finished so many shows.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I can imagine. Because you got a bunch of free time on your hands. You go to class and that's it.
First, last year, freshman year, I watched and finished, I started and finished, what's it called? Breaking Bad.
That show's pretty good.
It's like 9 seasons.
Yeah, Breaking Bad's pretty good.
And then I also watched Mr. Robot, and that's another show. It's like 5 seasons.
Never heard of it, but
so
I have heard of Breaking Bad. I watched the first season.
Yeah.
And
the first season.
It's just funny. Like I see things on the internet about it. Like it's just so funny to watch. Like you see all the memes about it, and then you're like, oh, this is like that's where that came from. This is the context. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That happened to me with Dexter. There was like this one scene that is like a famous meme, and I never even expected it until like it just randomly happened on the show. And I started laughing.
Did I just see that right? Was that the thing I see on the internet and Instagram all the time? Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like that scene in Breaking Bad, just like the black guy just falls back on that stack of money.
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, I just saw this.
That's literally a meme. Yeah.
Or like Walter White, where he's like in the crawl space, he's just screaming like.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that. I was like,
he's like, what did you do? Like, what did you say?
He just starts yelling. I'm like, wait, that's real.
I've seen this.
I've seen this before. It's crazy.
Yeah. I love it, though. I love it. Like, that's why I watch a lot of those, like, famous shows just to go back and see
just to be like, oh, that was real. Damn.
Even with, like, I saw, like, Rick and Morty, and there's so many memes from Rick and Morty. Like, every episode, watching every episode.
Literally every episode, it's crazy.
Yeah. There's like a new meme, especially like that first episode. There's like 3 memes that just came from
and it's just like, damn. People really take clips out of this. It's just like you don't think it's from that TV show, and you watch it, and it's there.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I love it.
Just,
So we took like a 180 from all my questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see, how far are we? We're like 18 minutes in. Do I want to get into this? Yeah, let's talk about your childhood.
Okay.
So, how would you describe your childhood and upbringing?
Well, when I was a kid, I was born out in Rockford, and that was a lot different from being out here. We moved out to Bartlett when I was 5 or 6, and that was like a whole new like change, because Rockford, it's kind of like a dump. Rockford's really a dump. So it's just like, being out here, nice area. I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. I went to Bartlett Elementary, for first grade. That place was terrible. I kept getting in trouble. That was around the time where I started to be like, oh, or my parents were like, yeah, he has ADHD for sure. And that was where I was like, first grade, a lot of energy, can't control yourself. So it's just like, all right, we got to switch schools. And that's when I went to Centennial, and that's where I just met everybody.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I met you. I met all the people. Like, I don't talk to anybody from elementary school anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like, this is the first time I'm seeing somebody from elementary school since elementary school. And it's just like...
Yo, that's insane. That's crazy.
It is. It's really crazy. It's like a surreal thing. And, but yeah, I loved Centennial. It was awesome. But my parents didn't want me to go to public school anymore. So I went to Westminster for 7th grade. And then we kind of like drifted, I guess, because my grandma was already out in Arizona. My grandpa was starting to get sick, so we were like, you know what, let's move back for a little while. Let's start fresh, try it new. And I vividly remember staying the night at my neighbor's house the day before we left, and waking up the next morning just in tears, you know,
oh
like in tears, just like, damn, I'm about to leave everything I know, like, leave all my friends, like, it was just a weird feeling, and, honestly, I'm glad that it happened, because I think it shaped me into who I am today, to branch out and meet different people from, Arizona life is so much different than here. Yeah. It's so crazy. People are not as nice as they are here. Like, people are just mean. They're just not
I was not expecting you to say that at all.
They're just mean, and they're not nice. The drivers are terrible. Don't get me started on them. But yeah, they're just not like nice people. But yeah, but honestly, I'd say all in all, I had a really good childhood growing up. I think I met a lot of cool people that like I like staying in touch with, and it's like, it's crazy because like you grow up with these people and then you just drift away slowly. So it's like, that's why I try to do my best. Like, I gotta try to do my best to stay in contact with like my Arizona friends and stuff like that, so I don't drift away from them, you know.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that.
It was good. I would say it was definitely good.
Yeah. Like, even for me, I try to do that too. Like, kids from like elementary school, like every once in a while, I'll like swipe up on their story, be like, "Hey, yo, like
what's up, bro?
Yeah, like, or like, damn, yo, like, good job at that tournament or whatever. Yeah. Good job."
It's been 10 years, bro. Yeah. What's up, bro? Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, yo, it's been a minute.
I don't like to think that it's been that long, but it really has.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to think that I'm getting old, but it's just crazy.
I just think, yo, like, time's relative, you know, like, you got a friendship, like, it's like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got a friendship, like, it just comes back, like, just how it ended.
Like, if you're friends with somebody, like, if you don't talk to them for a while, you can just start talking to them and you'll be friends again. Yeah. Like, me and you had a good, like, we were good friends, and now we're back here just talking.
Yeah, because we were like these, like,
we were
like,
really we were really close friends. It was crazy. And yeah, ever since I moved, just drifted apart. I mean, we talked occasionally. It wasn't a lot though. It really wasn't a lot. And my mom would always ask me, she'd be like, "How's Elijah?" I was like, to be honest, I haven't talked to him. I was like, I haven't talked to him forever.
Yo, that's the same. Yo, like, my mom would be like, "Yo, like, how's Chris doing?" I'm like, "Yo, I have no idea."
Like, how's Elijah? Like, I haven't spoken to him in a long time. Just like, you need to get in touch with him. I was like, all right. Yeah. But yeah, it's a surreal thing. I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, I definitely get that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Questions, right?
Yeah. We're drifting away. We're drifting away.
So, I want to ask, like, at what point did you get interested in, number one, basketball, and number two, taekwondo? Because I know you started at around that, like, because you said you were talking about like second grade, you switched schools.
Yeah.
So at what point?
Kind of second grade. I mean, I've always like loved basketball. Like, from when I was a baby, like, I remember there's one person who like made me love basketball, and it's Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
It's Derrick Rose. I think like Derrick Rose was somebody who I looked up to as a kid. I was like, damn, I want to be like that one day. I want to be like that one day. And I think Derrick Rose really like made me love basketball. So that, and I don't it was just like I was born with it, I guess. Like I just enjoyed it. I tried a bunch of different sports. I tried football, I tried soccer, and they weren't for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, basketball. I really
You were just like drawn to it.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, this is really cool. Like I feel like that'd be super cool to be in the NBA one day. And I feel like that's every kid's dream. Like,
yeah,
as a kid, you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be a basketball player, football player. But I think it was really like Derrick Rose, and it's crazy. Like how
that's cool. Yeah,
like how people that are in the NBA, they don't really know how much influence they have on the kids, like on the youth.
That's definitely true. Yeah.
And Taekwondo, that's it. I think. When did I start? I think I started around 2nd or 3rd grade. I think it was National Night Out.
Really?
Whatever park that is over there. I forget the name of it already. Is it Bartlett Park?
I think it's just Bartlett Park, yeah.
Yeah, it was National Night Out, and I was like, I saw a demo team, and I was like, oh, they're like jumping off each other and kicking boards. I was like, that's super cool. I was like, Mom, I want to do that. I was like, she's like, okay, it'll help you like grow up. It'll teach you discipline and stuff like that. And I'll say it definitely taught me discipline. It taught me like how to be respectful, respect your elders for sure. And yeah, I was kind of attracted to it. And I think that's how, is that how we met, or was that through Centennial?
Either or, honestly. I think we might have met at Centennial, but we got close at Taekwondo.
Yeah, I think that because that's the only person I knew from elementary school, and I was like, oh yeah, me and this kid are gonna be friends. But yeah,
and I think like also our parents met too there.
Yeah, somewhere, I don't know, they became good friends. So I don't know how adults make friends. It's
me
crazy.
neither. It's like
but
mystery.
I know, but Taekwondo was definitely an enjoyable experience. I do, looking back on it, I wish I would have kept doing it, because moving to Arizona, I stopped. I couldn't find anywhere out there, because like Master Co and that whole gym that they had, it was like awesome. Like we developed like real relationships with them, and it wasn't just like a student to teacher type of deal. It was just like it sounds a little weird, but Master Co is kind of like a second father figure, you know?
No, yeah, I get that.
Where he taught you like how to grow up and be a man.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy. Like we were friends with their kids. We used to go to their houses. So I kept doing it, and now it's just like looking back on it, I wish I would have kept doing it.
For real?
I wish I would have kept doing it, because I quit in middle school before we moved. So I'm just like, dang. Wish I would have kept doing that. But, you know, you can't go back and change the past, so you just kind of got to live with it, you know? But
it's just how things were, like, kind of, like, meant to be, almost.
Yeah, really, yeah. It's just kind of how God's plan is for you, you know? It's just like...
Well, I mean, you also took away the fact that you, like, learned discipline from there. Or, like, you developed it. Which is something that's, like... It's important to notice.
Yeah, I think being that young, like, my parents and all like my teachers and friends would be like, not friends, they'd be like, he's very mature for his age.
Yeah.
Like, he's learned self-discipline and respect for others, eye contact and all that stuff. So that's something I kind of take pride on, is being mature and being open with talking to people. Like, that's something that it kind of taught me, you know. People just kind of use it as like they think it's just, oh, it's martial arts, but if you really think about it, it's a lot more than that. It's not just learning how to defend yourself, you know.
It's a life.
It really is.
It's a way of life.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I know people overseas, like in Korea and South Korea, where that really is, like, that's what they live. They live for this stuff. So it's crazy how they do it. Like, they live crazy lives, but I don't know how they do it.
That's definitely true, yeah. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be like anywhere near where I am today if I didn't do taekwondo. I think it'd still be like a mess. I mean,
oh yeah.
I might have found like another outlet, but
right. Something to like kind of cope with, but yeah, I don't know. I think taekwondo was just the best option.
Yeah, because I remember like I started taekwondo like first grade. First grade.
Yeah, I think we were like.
And I was just like before that I was just like a mess. And even until like third grade, I think it was just like a mess. Like,
yeah, I was just like I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention in school.
Yeah.
I was just goofing off all the time.
Yeah, I would get in so much trouble.
I was getting a bunch of trouble.
Yeah, I was getting in trouble, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy, but
I was doing like crazy stuff.
I know. I'm glad I did it because it kind of changed me.
Yeah.
Because like my mom, if I got in trouble at school, she'd tell Master Co. Or I get I get in trouble for it. I'm like, oh my gosh! But
it was the scariest thing.
He'd be like, oh, so you're getting in trouble at school, aren't you? No, I'm not. But he knew.
Yeah.
It's crazy how
you see him like take people's belts away, and make them do push-up, do planks, or like take stripes away. You'd be like,
I don't want that to happen, so I gotta lock in, really.
Yeah, and then like eventually, you get to the discipline where like you're not even. It's not that you're afraid of that. You just don't want to do it because it's deeper.
It's deeper than like being afraid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to deal with the other consequences that happen, but. It's crazy, but
So, okay, I got a few more questions like with your like background or whatever.
Okay.
So, what kind of things were you involved in like high school?
Not a lot besides basketball. I took this class freshman year that was called Film and TV Production, and we had a school newscast. I don't know if you guys had that.
I don't think so.
We had a school newscast that we'd put on every week, every Thursday, and I wasn't in charge, but me and like 4 or 5 other people were involved in creating it and editing it, and just publishing it out. It's a lot of information to learn. Like, I kind of enjoyed that aspect where it was like. That's kind of what made me want to edit videos and start streaming and stuff like that. Yeah, it's
so much fun.
Where it's like, dang, this is really fun, and we're pushing out the news. It was corny, but it was other than that, I wasn't really involved in much besides basketball. And my mom always was telling me, I always remember her saying this, that you need to get involved. And like looking back on it, I'm like, damn, I should have really gotten involved. I should have joined more clubs. I should have tried other things. There was like, because in high school, you're always focused on what other people think of you. And you're like, I don't want to do that. People are going to think I'm a dork. People are going to think I'm weird. So I was like, no, Mom, I'm not doing that. And now it's like, you really think about it, like, nobody cares.
Yeah, it's more like the things you could have taken away from those things.
Well, nobody really cares at this point. So it's like, you look back on it, and I wish I would have done more, but I think I turned out all right. Hopefully, we'll see. But
yeah, I just did hella sports. Like, I didn't do anything outside of that.
Yeah.
I tried joining a few clubs, but like, the clubs were so inconsistent, or like, I just didn't want to show up.
There weren't a lot of clubs. Like, they had Black Student Union. They had like a manga or an anime club.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. They had this club called the Waffle Club.
The Waffle Club.
The Waffle Club. And like one time a month, everybody would go into school early and just make waffles. Like, they would just like.
That's
make
unique.
Waffles and eat it, and it's just like, it was just weird. Like 6:30 in the morning, they're in this teacher's classroom just making waffles.
Yeah, and only the club can eat them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'd go in there and chill.
Waffle Club.
Just Waffle Club. It was weird. It was like, I was like, dang, I kind of want to go. So I joined. I went once. I didn't go again because I just didn't want to get up that early. I kept oversleeping it. So.
No, yeah, I definitely get that. I get that.
I didn't want to go anymore. I was just too tired.
Yeah, I would go to like, they had a coding club in the morning.
Oh.
And I did that just because it would look good on my resume or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Doing a club.
Did you enjoy it, though?
What?
Did you enjoy it, though?
No, I just slept through the whole thing. Like, I would legit show up and fall asleep.
That's exactly how I would do it. It's
yeah.
crazy. I'd show
and then, like,
sleep.
I was like, oh, man, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep. And then, like, next time I'd fall asleep.
You'd be like, what happened again?
I'm sorry.
Again.
I'm sorry. It's 6:30.
Like, I don't want to do this. It's too early.
Yeah,
I get it.
And then I did, they had, like, a financial literacy club or something.
Oh, really?
Something.
Okay.
And I was doing that, but, like, it was more of, like, a joke.
Yeah.
My friend Shub started it, I'm pretty sure. Was it Shub or, like, Jazza? Somebody started it, and, like, we'd show up, they'd talk for a few minutes, and then be like, all right, that's it. They literally just started it to say that they started a club, like.
Just to, like,
just to say,
resume,
yeah.
Like
a financial club looks really good.
Yeah, it looks cool. You're like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about.
And they had like an acronym for it. I don't remember, but like,
that's
this
crazy.
Is so funny because like we had a group chat for it, and they'd be like, yo, let's make a poster to make it look even better. let's call it this to make it look even better.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, this is
crazy.
funny.
That's so
like, I didn't learn anything from that.
No, they'd get up there and talk for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And that would be it.
Yeah, they had like 2 meetings.
Yeah.
And we made it to the yearbook.
The Waffle Club was in the yearbook too.
Oh, I bet they were.
It was just like you see these guys eating waffles at 6:30 in the morning. It's just crazy. It's just weird.
We had like random stuff. We had like a pie eating contest or something.
Really?
And like one of my friends won.
A pie eating contest.
I think we had that like one morning or something.
Damn.
And, like they had like 3 fat kids at a table and they're just like eating like this pie. It was like whatever, and
that's crazy.
It was so funny. Like, but I didn't see. I just saw a video. Like what they sent it in our wrestling group chat, and coach was like, "Yo, you gotta make weight tomorrow. What are you eating all that for?"
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Damn. No, yeah, that's funny though.
Those kids would go through like crazy stuff. Honestly,
that's funny though. Pie eating contest.
Yeah. There's like lots of random. Like we had a Bartlett Olympics one year. And it's just, like, so weird. They had, like, a scavenger hunt we had to do around the school. And we were, like, looking for stuff. I signed up because I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Was that just at Bartlett High?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And it's, like, I had this thing in high school where I was, like, I would try anything because, like, I was, like, wouldn't it just be, like, the funniest thing ever? Like, if I just decided to just go all out and decide to try so hard on something I really don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. And you're just, like...
I end up having
trolling around.
I end up having so much fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're just like, I don't care what they say. I'm gonna go out here and sweat, and it's just like you're like, damn, what did I just do that for?
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, I get
and
that.
And it's like they had like a 3-legged race. You know, like where they tied the legs together, kind of like Squid Game.
Oh,
that one thing. Yeah. But like so we did that, and then they had like what's that free throw? What's that game? It's like knockout.
Knockout. Yeah.
So they were playing knockout, and they had a few other games. I was like, yo, this is so funny.
It's so weird.
And we all had like matching T-shirts and stuff.
That's so random. It's so weird and random.
Yeah, we completely lost. We got obliterated. It's just me and my like wrestling friends. We got destroyed.
Yeah. No, yeah. Those are hard. 3-legged races. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's like coordination. Like you gotta manage it with your teammate. You know, like in Squid Game when they're like 1, 2, 1, 2. Like you gotta know which leg to put forward. Which one. You know, but.
Yeah. No.
It was a fun time.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So what were some of like your favorite moments from high school?
To be honest, I was not a good kid in high school. I've gotten into my fair share of trouble. But back then, obviously, it was super fun. I remember it first started my freshman year, coming from a private school, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like...
You went public over there?
Yeah, I went to public school out there. I remember freshman year, it was my first day, and I'm seeing, like, I wasn't that tall. I was still probably like 5'3", 5'4" freshman year. And I'm walking in, and I see these tall black dudes with beards, and I see these big buff white dudes. I'm like, dude, is this school? And then they'd be in my freshman class. And I'm like, wait, there's no way he's 14 too.
Yeah, I know.
But I think my funniest moment or funnest moments were, I think beginning of junior year. This is terrible, but we went on like a vandalizing spree where we would vandalize people's cars and stuff like that. It was awful. I almost got arrested for it. It was so bad. Me and like 9 other dudes would go, and we had these green ski masks, and we would go around to people that were like disrespectful to like special needs kids and stuff like that.
There was some like a form of justice.
It kind of was like we kind of felt like the Justice League or like the Avengers, just like bringing justice. Like, oh yeah, you talk bad about that dude. All right, go out and vandalize your car. It was really fun until one time we did it, and we had the ski masks on. We did it, and the guy that we did it to, the very next morning texted me. He goes, "I know what you did." And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. You don't have any evidence." And I started cussing him out, and that's how he knew. So about an hour and a half later, there were 3 Phoenix police officers at my door.
Yeah. Banging.
I'm at school. My mom's at work, and yeah, so we had to sit down with the cops, and we had to pay almost $6,000 to fix everything.
Oh my god!
16 years old at the time, having to pay $6,000 between 9 dudes.
Oh my god!
We all had to get our first jobs. It was like, oh my goodness. Looking back on it, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
I was like, nah, I didn't do that. The hell? Gee, those guys were wearing masks. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. How do you know it's me? I had a mask on.
You had no evidence.
You had no evidence, but one of my buddies fessed up to it. Snitched on us. I was like,
man.
My gosh, dude, really?
No.
We all got in so much trouble.
That's the worst.
I had just gotten my license too, and my mom took my car away. It was awful, dude. It was so bad. I can't believe I did that. Like, but at the time, it was so fun.
Yeah, no, I bet it was.
Fun. But I think the funnest year of high school had to be senior year.
Yeah.
Senior year was awesome. We had we got out early for seniors, like if we finished all our credits. So I left school at like noon every day.
Yeah.
Awesome. Be able to go to the gym, go to work, or be just chilling. I remember vividly this one time, it was my math class, and we had a sub that day. And she's taking attendance, and she looks like a mess. Like, she looks like she just got like hit by a car, dude. It was crazy. Her hair's all messed up. Her mascara's like all like down her face. And we're like, is she okay? And she's taking attendance, and then that's it. She doesn't start teaching. She doesn't tell us to do anything. She takes attendance. 5 minutes later, she takes attendance again. Then 5 minutes later, she takes attendance again. So, we figured, we were like, there's something up with her. So me and a couple of my buddies just got up and left. Like, let's go get something to eat. Why not?
Yeah.
And come to find out, after we left,
she took attendance.
She took attendance. Yeah, she took attendance again. We made sure people kept saying here for us that we left. And kind of find out security was in there. She was drunk.
Oh.
They found a half-empty bottle of Jack Daniels in her purse.
That's why she kept doing that?
A half-empty bottle of Jack Daniels in her purse while she's subbing.
Oh my god.
And she's just sitting there like, she's just wasted out of her mind.
Oh my gosh, she must have went through something crazy.
I don't know, but she was wasted. It was so crazy.
What the hell?
And we're like, no way, this actually just happened.
I thought you were gonna say she had like dementia or like Alzheimer's or something.
She was piss drunk.
That's insane.
It was so weird.
That's insane.
It was so crazy. It's like, damn, no way she was that drunk. She got arrested after that too.
You guys, nothing happened to you guys?
Nope. We got up and left. We had security guards watching the front gate, and we were like, oh, we have early release. We just kind of like showed the paper. We're like, all right, we're going to get out of here. Yeah. It was so weird. But every time I think about it, I'm just like, no way that happened. She'd be like sleeping on the desk, just snoring in the middle of class. It was just like, dude, what the heck? But I don't know. She had to go through something to need to drink that much. I don't know.
At work?
Yeah. Exactly. It's just, wow.
Very stressful life, I guess.
Oh, I guess so. Being a sub. Crazy.
Okay, so I got a few more questions about like your background or whatever. Okay. I mean, so now that like you're back in Illinois, what do you plan on like doing now that you're here?
I plan on finding a job somewhere, wherever. But I'm also going to school to get my associates in general business, and then branching out towards finance. So I want to go to school here. I was thinking going to DeVry to do that, and then I just want to find a full-time job. I'm still not like set on what I want to do for a career. So I'd like to get like some type of degree that just kind of opens up the field more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a set plan on a career, but I do know as I'm here, definitely get a job and just work as much as I can and save up as much money. I'd like to get my own place in this area as well one day. So hopefully, I gotta find a good full-time job that pays me as much as I need. You know, yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it is. I've been working full-time over break. Mm-hmm. My dad's job needed like a few extra workers. Mm-hmm. And we're literally just like copy and pasting stuff off from spreadsheets onto like their new website, because they have like a website builder, and it's just like pasting the descriptions of certain products onto those, and it's like so tedious.
For sure.
And me and like this other kid would just sit there, Control-C, Control-V for hours.
For hours. At least you get paid for it. Though.
Yeah, like exactly.
But I can get how draining that is. You're like, oh my gosh, dude, I'm doing the same thing all day.
I'll just listen to music.
Yeah.
And I'm literally just pressing Control-C, Control-V, Control-C,
moving the mouse a little bit.
Control-V.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, it's annoying because it's like, why is this... Like, isn't there an easier way to do this?
There has to be. You gotta think there's gotta be an easier way. But
there's like, one of the tasks I had to do like, last week, I was thinking like, there has to be a way to do this with AI. Like, there has to be.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, yo, I could definitely do this on ChatGPT if I wanted to. Yeah. But I'm not paid for my brains. I'm just
exactly.
I'm just sitting here, and I'm
paid to copy and paste.
And I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid by the hour, so I'm going to take as long as I need to.
Exactly. You make hourly rates, so you get it done whenever you get it done.
Yeah, I don't want to get done in 20 minutes.
Exactly, so you're just
when it could take me 20 hours.
Exactly, it could take you 2 days to do, so you can get paid for it, but... Yeah, working full-time is definitely a different experience.
Yeah, it definitely
It's weird being an adult.
It's so tiring.
Oh my gosh,
I don't know how people do it, like, their whole life.
I don't know, it's so tiring, though.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, I couldn't...
Like, all my jobs until this point have all been, like, manual labor.
Yeah.
And then now I'm sitting behind a screen, I'm like, yo, this is just like school.
I had a bunch of manual jobs, and then my most recent job that I had in Arizona, I worked at a car dealership.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting behind a computer all day. Just like, because I would be writing cars up for coming in for service, and I'd be like, long days. I'm sitting there at my desk all day. Like
that was full time.
It was full time.
Oh man,
it was full time.
Did you learn about cars at least?
Oh yeah, I learned a ton about cars, and it kind of sparked like a love for cars, which is nice. But it was such a drag. It was ridiculous. I couldn't take it. I did it for like a year and a half, and then thankfully we moved, so I got away from it.
Yeah, I was working as a custodian at a school.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a summer workers custodian.
Yeah.
And, like, we would legit just, like, move boxes, anything that they needed to get done over the summer, like waxing floors, cutting the grass.
Yeah, that's manual labor right there.
It was like, I've done it 2 years in a row, and this might just be the third.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, it's like so much work.
I get it. Manual labor, dude, is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's, like, the most physically demanding job.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Being outside, I worked over the summer that I graduated high school,
Yeah.
I worked in HVAC, fixing air conditioning in the middle of the Arizona summer. So
oh man.
we were up, me and my boss. He had like his own like family owned business. It was him and his wife, and I was his apprentice, and we would be up on the roof in like 120, 115 degrees for hours. I'm like, dude, it is so hot. I just can't like. You can't touch anything. You can't sit on anything because it's so hot to the touch.
Yeah.
So it's like I had to quit. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint of heart at all. It's crazy. I couldn't.
Yeah, I did like almost the same thing at that school.
Yeah.
Cause like I work for the district, right, and they'll just put the summer workers wherever they need them.
Yeah.
And so the first summer I worked, for a few weeks they put me with HVAC guy, like the district HVAC guy, and like, yeah, it's literally. I mean, it wasn't as hot.
Oh yeah.
But like,
it's humid out here.
It was so much work. Like, he would drive from school to school, and every time I got in the car, I would pass out.
Yeah, because it's so hot. Yeah. Well, we would get in our cars in the summertime. Everything was hot to the touch.
Yeah.
Our seats were hot. Our steering wheel.
It's like sticky.
Our door, it's just sticky hot. Like I remember, like you get in your car after a long day. And the hottest part of the day is about 4:00 ish.
Yeah. Dang.
I know, it's weird. Yeah. It's like around 4:00, and that's the time I got off work. So I'd get out and I'd go out to my car. I don't have power locks, so I'd put the key in, turn it, open the door, burn on my hand.
Oh my god.
Get in the car, you can't breathe because it's so hot.
Yeah.
You can't you're like, damn, it's hot in here. Can I get
It's gotta be
going?
so high,
You're
so
sweating.
hydrated.
You're
You guys gotta
sweating
drink
the
so much
second you
water.
get in the car. It's just awful. I don't know. Glad I got away from that.
No, yeah, I cannot imagine like living.
It's terrible. It is not fun at all.
Yeah, so I go to school in Nebraska, and it's the same weather as here.
Oh really?
It feels like it can get more extreme though.
Oh really?
Like the winter, like last winter was so cold.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it was like one of the coldest in Omaha history or
Really?
whatever, and like the summer before that was like the hottest summer. I was like,
Is Omaha a big city though?
I'd say it's nowhere near Chicago.
Oh,
Honestly,
not at
but
all.
like
Nothing really.
I'd say it's kind of similar to like Milwaukee or like.
Okay.
It's a pretty decent size city.
Okay.
And I like it there. Like everyone's nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like there's cornfields surrounding it, but like when you're in the city, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, they keep the city clean. Like,
Oh, that's nice. Phoenix is one of the dirtiest cities I've ever been to. It is terrible how dirty it is.
yeah.
Trash on the highways. It's just like, ugh.
It's gross. Yeah, Chicago's pretty bad too.
Yeah, Chicago's pretty dirty too.
Yeah.
But
It's crazy.
yeah.
But that's what I think, like, Omaha is going to grow, like, a lot just because of how, like, clean they keep it and
Yeah.
how nice the people are. The
Oh,
food
yeah.
scene is insane.
Is it really?
The food scene is insane. They have everything.
Yeah. They had decent food out in Arizona. I will say they had a lot of good Mexican places.
I can imagine, yeah.
So good. That's like, it like gets you fat because it's so good.
Yeah.
Like I could eat Hispanic food every day for a week.
Yeah.
Like for the rest of my life if I had to. It's just they have really good food out there. That's what I'm sad to leave behind is how good their food is.
Oh, man.
But
I haven't had good Mexican food in a minute.
so good. Great birria tacos. Oh my goodness. Smacked. Awesome, bro. It's so good.
Yeah. Like every like Tuesday at my work, one of my boss, like the head custodian at the school, would go to like this it's like this shop that had like a restaurant attached.
Oh yeah.
And they had like the best tacos.
Yeah.
And they had like a deal on Tuesdays, like $3 or something.
Oh yeah.
And you
Cheap
get
tacos. Is the
tacos
best.
and a drink.
Yeah.
And you get like the both sauces or whatever, and it's like so good.
I love
It was
tacos.
so freaking good.
Tacos are so good.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've been getting into burritos because I like burritos now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I love all Hispanic food. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I kind of want to get into faith because I know like we grew up, we went to like the same churches and stuff and
Yep.
whatever. So, deep question, but like, however you want to phrase it, like, why do you believe in God?
Well, being born in church, I kind of grew up knowing about it. And then as I left, when we went to Christ Community, as I left there, I kind of just like fell away. And throughout high school, I fell away. Senior year it was. I really started, like, I was at a really, like, low point in my life. Like, I got laid off from my job. Like, my girlfriend broke up with me, and I was like, is anything ever gonna get better? And that's when I went to sleep one night, and I just, like, remember, like, as falling asleep, just, like, it's all gonna be okay, just, like, hearing that, and I was like, it's gotta be God. Like, so it kind of just, like, sparked me wanting to grow a deeper relationship, and knowing that, like I'm saved and I get to go to heaven when I die is just, like, an awesome feeling. Like, I look forward to that. But it's, I just believe that Jesus is our Savior. So that's what I just believe in God, because, like, I've seen him work in other people and through me. For sure.
That's a perfect tie into, like, the next question. So what evidence have you seen of God, either in your life or just in general?
So I watched this video on TikTok that I saw on TikTok, and it was like, it sounds weird, but it was like this guy went to a church, and apparently he was, like, possessed by a demon, and like, he went to this church and they started doing all these things, and all of a sudden he was, like, saved. He was, like, on fire for God, and I was like, dang, that's, like, he really works in people. And yeah, I know, like, there's always, whenever I'm doing something, there's always that voice in the back of your head telling you what to do and what not to do, and I'm like, yeah, it's God telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing right now.
Yeah.
But that's definitely evidence of, like, conviction that you feel after you've done, like, something that you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Or maybe I did that wrong, and you feel, like, conviction for it. So.
And most people would say that's just, like, your moral compass,
it's
moral code or whatever. It's empathy.
It's not.
But, like, it feels deeper.
Yeah, it feels deeper. I feel like conviction, like, you feel it in your soul almost.
Yeah.
And you're like,
like, it's almost like hurt.
Yeah.
It's almost like hurt. Like, you did something bad, and even though it might have been to somebody else, you feel hurt yourself.
Yeah, and you feel guilty, and you're like,
yeah,
dang, I really shouldn't have done that. Like, yeah. But definitely, I feel conviction a lot. So that's like evidence that I know. I'm like, yeah, he's real. He's definitely real.
It's just like, so have you heard of, like, those like near-death experiences?
Yeah.
So I remember seeing that one of the people that went through it was talking about how, like, when they died, and, like, obviously, like, they came back to life later.
Right. Yeah, because they were, like, pronounced dead for, like, 10 minutes or something. Yeah.
So when they died, they saw Jesus, and, like, they saw their family, like, all their ancestors or whoever, which is, like, crazy as it is. But
yeah, it's crazy as
it is. But one of the things that they said was they saw, like, when they were in heaven, they could, like, feel colors. They could feel, like, everything around them.
It's
even though, like, doesn't, like, the concept doesn't make sense to us because we're not there. But, like, that was something that, it's so hard to put into words, but, like, they can see how they can hear, like,
you think, like, you can't, like, our human minds physically can't comprehend it.
Yeah.
Like, how, like, crazy, like, heaven's gonna be. Like,
yeah, like, it's,
you can't even imagine it, because, like, wow.
The level of sensory, like, you can feel everything.
Yeah.
And that's, like, one of the things that, like, the person was saying, because they went back, I don't know, like, through their memories, and Jesus, like, they saw that, like, Jesus was there with them, like, the whole time. Like, every single time something happened, like, Jesus was there.
Yeah.
And he, like, felt his pain, or, like, when he did something bad, like, Jesus was there, and he felt, like, the other person's pain, but he also felt, like, how he was feeling, but, like, he just felt, like, everything around him. Yeah. And it's like, crazy. It's such a crazy concept. I don't know why.
It kind of like
that reminded me of like what you were talking about.
Yeah.
How like he's always there.
Like he's always there. Like everything you do, like he knows what you do.
Yeah, and like how we were talking about how like, how we like almost feel hurt.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like what I was thinking.
Like you feel the conviction, and you're like, people really try and say like, oh, it's just like because you feel bad for doing it, and like us as believers, we're like, no, it's like God telling us like, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So
and like
feel bad for it.
The craziest thing is like, Christians like will notice that.
Yeah.
Like other people will think you're crazy, but
oh my bro, people always think you're crazy for believing in God. It's just like. One day you try and help them, and you're like, one day you'll see, and you'll be like, wow, like this was actually real. Like I was really telling the truth.
Oh yeah, it's so wild.
It's just so wild. I can't wrap my mind around it.
But I like love talking about it on my podcast. Yeah, because like everybody has a different story. Yeah, every single person I've had on had a different story.
Yeah, it's awesome to see people's testimonies. Yeah, I think it's super cool to see.
Have you seen that video on like TikTok? It was I don't know if he was like a pastor, preacher, somebody, and he was talking to this guy, and he's like I don't believe in God, but like if my girlfriend or if my mom calls me and apologizes, and he's like, what's she gonna apologize for or whatever, but like,
and then that guy
let me pray for you.
After the prayer, his mom calls him, and he just like falls to his knees.
Yeah.
And then the mom was like, I just gave my life to Jesus. And just like I did too. It's like, wow.
Like, yo, that was like
that's so
that
crazy.
Story was so crazy.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. All of those stories are so insane.
It's just like, wow, how different people come to meet him. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, like one time I was just like working out down here, and I don't know what I was looking for. Oh, I think I was like on Instagram, and I saw like there's like this Jesus anime now or something.
Oh, really?
And so I was gonna find it on like TikTok, but like I kept scrolling and I kept finding videos like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
that's a Jesus anime.
Yeah, but like it looks so good.
Yeah.
It looked like it wasn't. Like, okay, so, like, when you say anime, a lot of people are going to be like, yo, like, that's kind of disrespectful or whatever, but, like, it looked like they were doing it right.
Like, Jesus' life, but just, like, kind of, like, imagined into a cartoon.
Yeah.
Kind of? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Okay.
But I obviously haven't seen it. Oh, I just saw, like, a few clips, and I'm like, yo, this is actually...
Yeah, this looks fire.
This is actually sick.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I'm like, I wanted to check that out. I still haven't.
Yeah. Nah, I get it.
Like, that looks sick.
Yeah.
So, okay, I got a question. So, why do you think, like, modern culture, especially, like, in the U.S., tends to, like, go against Christianity?
Because I think, personally, everybody, like, people in these, like, generation don't want to hear the truth. Like, they're so comfortable living their own lives that people don't want to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, following Jesus is an uncomfortable path. Like, it's not easy. And people don't want, like that hardness. And people just, like, don't believe in him. But one thing that kind of, like, makes me upset is people, like, believe in, like, rocks. Like, have you seen that?
No, yeah, I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
They think like rocks are what decides their future, and the stars.
And stars, yeah.
And it's like,
about to say that.
It's crazy. But I've noticed recently, like on TikTok, there's a lot of people coming back to Christ.
Yeah.
Like people have drifted away from him because I guess like modern culture, like hookup culture and stuff like that, where just like people are just drifting away and not following the 10 Commandments, and people aren't being like taught. And like they're not being taught like Christ anymore in elementary school.
Yeah.
They're being taught about like being bisexual and transgender. That's what they're being taught. Like if you want to be that, that's okay. Like that's what they're teaching and pushing the agenda. I don't know what state it was, but he legalized like the 10 Commandments being posted in every classroom.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a huge step forward for everybody. And people are just like losing their minds over it.
Yeah, I bet.
It's just like I hate to see people like fall away from Christ. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I think it's like an accountability thing. Like you're saying, like that really does make sense to me.
And people just like don't want to hold themselves accountable. They just want to kind of live however they live, and that'll be it.
Yeah, because like if you want to come to Christianity, like people just assume that means that you'd have to like admit that like you're a sinner, and you're not perfect or whatever.
And people don't like
something you should do anyway.
People don't like to admit that.
Yeah, people just don't like to. Yeah, don't like to.
Like people don't like to be like, dang, like I'm a terrible person. I'm a sinner.
Yeah.
I don't deserve anything nice, and it's just like they don't want to admit that. But as Christians, as we admit that, it brings us closer, that we realize that we're like, hey, we're nothing without God and Jesus. Like we're nothing without them.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know.
It scares me though, cause like, because there's such a like strong force opposing it, it makes me think like, yo, like the devil's real. Like that's just evidence.
Like God is real, but Satan is real too.
Yeah.
Like the devil was definitely real. Like one thing I did see though, like, is like more leaders like Trump even coming to like Christianity, trying to bring Christianity back into America. I think that's awesome. But I don't know. I guess we'll see where time takes us, but I don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see.
I guess all we can do is just see.
Yeah. And it's so scary, like
so scary.
But like you just said, like I hope that there's hope like that. Like
yeah, I just hope that there's hope where everybody can be just like Christian in unison and stuff like that. Like I don't know, but maybe one day.
Yeah. So how do you keep faith in times like these?
I read a devotional every day. I got like a little devotional off of Amazon. It's awesome. But I keep faith. It's hard. It's just like a tough question. Like I just always keep my faith because like I don't want to fall away from him because I know what life was like without him.
Yeah.
And now that I'm here in life with Christ, I'm like, I don't ever want to go back to that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be there in my room crying like, dang, nothing's gonna get better. Like I hate my life, and I don't ever want to go back to that. So I just gotta keep I keep my eyes focused. People like to call it like a kingdom mindset or kingdom minded, where you keep your mind focused on the kingdom. So you're just like, it's very easy though to get distracted with like social media and
100%
and like women and everything. It's so easy to get distracted and just be like, I'll go read my Bible later. I'm gonna go hook up with this girl, and then you feel the conviction. You're like, oh, really? God, I'm sorry. There's no way you could ever forgive me. So I like to keep my faith because I don't want to live without him. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to that life.
I definitely get that. I don't normally do like New Year's resolutions, but like this year I'm really trying to like. So I'm trying to replace like the music I was listening to with like there's a lot of good Christian rap out now.
I think that's the hardest thing I'm trying to do right now.
So that's what I'm trying to do. Like I was putting together a playlist. I have a friend and like she has a really good playlist, so I kind of like combined some of our songs and made like a bigger playlist, and I've been listening to that like nonstop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like I'm trying to get, my goal is to have that on my Spotify rap.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
I looked at my Spotify rap last year, and I think I had 4 or 5 worship songs on there, and it's like
that's awesome.
But like compared to the other 100 of just like secular music, it's like that's probably the hardest thing for me to let go of.
Yeah.
Because I love like get in the car and put on like some Drake and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jam out to this, I'm gonna vibe out to this on the way home. But then like the good thing is I use my liked songs, so I'll be listening to that music, and then I'll skip to the next song, and it'll be like a worship song. Yeah. It's like, all right, this is a good reminder to keep worship on for the rest of the car ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's my New Year's resolution is just to kind of just get closer, try and move secular music.
Always just like move forward, you know?
Yeah.
I like the cause like I my playlist wasn't that big,
Uh-huh.
or it's not that big. It's maybe like 60 songs now.
Yeah.
I keep adding to it. Whenever I hear like a good one, I'll add. But like, you know, like when you go past the playlist and Spotify just starts playing like other songs in that genre.
Yeah.
Like, I've been finding so many, and I'm like, yo, some of these, like, it's Christian rap. I didn't even know, like, it was good.
Yeah.
But, like, they've got, like, drill Christian rap.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
yo,
crazy.
what?
Like, this is crazy.
That's, like, what I listened to.
I've
like,
seen
before.
people on the internet say, like, that's bad. Like, you shouldn't be listening to that as a Christian. But
I'm like, I'd rather listen to that, honestly.
That's
like,
better than listening to, like, music about killing people and doing drugs.
Yeah.
It's better than that. But... yeah, I don't know. That's probably the hardest thing for me to let go of.
Yeah. So it's like I like it because it has like the same energy as what I was listening to before, but like they're actually talking about like
they're talking about something good that will benefit me.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly. Yeah.
It's super tough.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
About what?
I cut you off like a second.
I kind of forgot.
My fault.
Honestly,
My fault.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Genuinely forgot.
So who's been like a role model that you've had in your faith? It's like somebody you kind of like look up to.
So there's this guy on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen him, but his name is Miles.
Miles? I don't know.
Yeah, he's this guy who every day he like posts like he just drops like videos on like Bible verses and how you can live accordingly to Christ. Like 2 years ago, he said he was like a terrible person, drinking, smoking every weekend, and then one day he just like found God. He's just been on fire for him. Like he posts these like prayers and all of that, and he gets like really deep into the prayers, and I like that's something that inspires me that I want to get to that level. Like he's at the level where he's like in the prayer and he's just in tears, like just like, God, I'm so sorry for everything I did, and I just want to get to that level, you know. So I use him as inspiration. I like to look up to him for sure. I think he's super good at what he does. I think he's got true gifts for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched what's his name? There's this guy, his name is Apollo, I want to say. You've probably seen him before. He's pretty popular. He's got like dyed hair, this guy.
Oh yeah, I've seen him before.
Yeah, I used to watch him a lot. He's on my Snapchat a lot, honestly. Like,
I've seen him before.
Yeah. I like watching his stuff. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I've got like a few friends that I look up to. One of my friends, I got him on the podcast last year, and like, so I had two people on.
Right.
Him and somebody else, and me and the other guy were talking about like Christianity and like how he was talking about like how like the devil's in the media and stuff, and like all type of stuff, and like all type of Christian stuff, and like how real God is.
Yeah,
we're talking like just sharing stories.
Yeah,
and he was low key just sitting in the middle, just like soaking it all up.
Yeah,
and then like literally, I'm obviously not gonna take credit for it, but like literally last summer, he got baptized, and I was like, yo, this is awesome.
I had a few of my closest friends, like they knew about God, but they didn't like really like know about him per se.
Yeah.
So I think it was Easter of last year. They went to church with one of our mutual friends, and like before that, I was just telling them, I was like, you guys know like God's real, like the end, that's the way the world ends, like there's gonna be a day where we all rise up. And so I told him about that, and again, I don't take credit for it, but at the same time it's like, hey, I think I pushed these guys to get closer with God. Like I think like I like to think that I did that, but I don't like to take credit for it. Gotta give God the credit for it. Like I didn't do anything.
All credit to God.
Exactly. But I like to be like, oh yeah, I feel like I did a good job with them.
No, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Cause it's I don't know. It's awesome though.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's like it's such a good feeling.
It's such a good feeling.
Like low-key, he was going up, and I was like, I haven't cried in like years, but like I felt like I was about to cry. Like it was close.
Yeah,
like it was close. Like, I never I legit was like making fists. I was like, oh, don't cry.
Yeah. I had one of my friends, like a lot of my friends like are pretty big on Christianity, and then there's some that are just like so against it, and then I'm just like, I can't be close
That's
to
so
you guys.
tough. Yeah.
Like I love you guys, but like they weren't like my super close friends, thankfully. So it's not like a big deal if I'm just like, all right, gotta cut you off. But yeah, I had a friend in Arizona. His name was Ty, and me and him used to like share stories, like just talk about religion, like while we're playing PlayStation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it's awesome to have people that like keep you down to earth.
Yeah,
and like
I like that too. Yeah,
it's awesome.
That's how me and my buddy Miguel from Creighton. He's my best friend from Creighton. He's like my day one Creighton friend.
Yeah,
and literally like, it was maybe the first week. I think it was like our first study session. Me and him were just like hanging out, like studying. We stayed up until like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
just having like this deep conversation.
We
were talking about like God and like all type of stuff.
I love having those conversations, especially on the game. Like I'll get on the game and we'll be like, sometimes we just won't even play video games. We'll just talk.
Yeah,
like just sit there and just talk about life and God and just like how everything's so crazy in the world.
Yeah. It's
crazy, but it's awesome.
I love it. Because, like, this started as, like, a lifting podcast.
Yeah.
Like, a sports lifting.
Yeah.
Like, legit, it was just talking, like, my goal was legit to become swole. And it's crazy that, like, it's spun off so far.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's good, though. It's spun off in a good way.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
I love it. Like, it's so much fun. I just gotta rename it or something.
Yeah. Goal Swole's pretty cool.
I like it. It has a good ring to it.
It does have a good
ring to it.
So
I just kept it. But, yeah, so, like, we'll talk about, like, some episodes we'll talk about aliens, or other episodes we'll talk about God, and then other episodes we'll talk about some brain rot we saw on TikTok, or
don't get me started on that.
We'll talk about all type of stuff. Like, yo, it's so much fun.
Yeah, for sure. It's just awesome just to sit and just talk with people.
Yeah.
It's awesome, but
I love it. And that's like, I'll just pull in like some random like one of my best friends, or I'll pull up some guy I know, like like hardly know. I'm like, yo, I know that guy's pretty cool. I know he's got a lot of thoughts up in there, but
let's
like
just talk. You know? And see how it goes. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it goes good, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so much fun. Do you get a lot of that like from like streaming?
Honestly, I haven't done it in a long time. I kind of fell away from it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I never really like met a lot of people from there. Like I had a couple dudes who would come into the chat and we'd just be talking, and you're just like, damn, this is pretty cool. Like it makes you happy. Yeah. Where you know that somebody that you have no clue about supports you and looks up to you. Like,
that's cool. Yeah.
Like, wow, this is pretty cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
I gotta get back into it for sure.
What games would you play?
I would usually play 2K and Call of Duty. That's all I would play. And unfortunately, as you like keep playing the game, you realize it gets more dead and more dead. Like like 2K is a very dead game. People don't want to play it, and people don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like same.
That's crazy.
I know. Same with Call of Duty. Like people just like don't enjoy watching it, and people play a lot, but it's like filled with cheaters. You're just like, really? But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to compete when you have dudes like Kai Cenat or Jinxie that are just like streaming to 100,000 people. And you're just like, damn, who would they rather watch?
I feel like it's similar in like the podcasting world, because like literally any clip of a streamer could go viral.
Exactly. Like, would they rather watch Kai Cenat, who has Dwayne Wade and Bronny James on stream, or would they rather watch me playing Madden by myself? Yeah. Like,
well, there's people like Queso, or like you know, just like regular people that just have like some clips blow up, and it's literally just their personality.
Yeah. Like
that's what I think it is. Yeah. You just gotta find your niche, you know.
Yeah, you gotta find what kind of like makes you unique and what you really like represent as you're streaming, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's difficult. I will say that it's difficult.
I remember you asked, I think you were trying to find somebody to like make clips for you.
Oh yeah.
And I did that once for you, and it was fun, bro.
Yeah, I had a stream where I was just like, all right, I'm gonna try raging. Like I'm gonna rage at everything. And those clips got a good amount of views.
Oh,
which
really?
Was nice. Yeah, thankfully,
cool.
which was nice. But I don't know. It's hard to blow up because there's so much competition. There's so much competition with everybody.
It's like every single thing is oversaturated.
Exactly.
Everything you could imaginable is oversaturated.
Exactly. There's so many people doing so many different things.
Yeah. It's like it's so freaking hard to find a niche.
Exactly, and you got to compete with everybody. It's just like, dude.
My friend has been talking about, and I've been putting it into consideration. Mm-hmm. He wants to start like a spin-off of my show. But like a smaller one. It's like we're gonna do like maybe 15 to 30 minute episodes, maybe even shorter than that.
Yeah. And
just do like me and my friends just ranking stuff. Yeah. Like doing tier lists and stuff like that.
Like small little spin-offs, for sure.
And I've been trying to think of like a name. Yeah. Or like just to do, like I feel like it could be fun.
Yeah, it
could be like, and you could get some really good clips from it too.
As long as you're having fun doing it, that's really all that matters. Yeah. As long as you enjoy what you do, then keep doing it.
Yeah. People love like top fives too. Like, stuff like that.
People love that stuff. It's crazy. Like, so many people get rich off of the internet now. Yeah. Like, I wish I would love to do that. It's just so hard. I have no clue where to start.
I'm at the point where I'm just like something's gotta
blow up.
Something's gotta.
Exactly. Like, one of these has to blow up.
I had one clip blow, and then I've been searching for it. Yeah. Searching for it again. Like.
Yeah, I get it. It's unfortunate. It sucks, but. Well, hopefully one day it'll happen. I know. It's so demoralizing too.
I know.
Like when I would stream, I'd be streaming to 3 viewers. I'm like, dude, 2.5 hours, 3 viewers. Yeah. Like, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. It's very demoralizing, but
like I'll post a clip on like TikTok and get like 100 views. Yeah. Or like the worst one would be like on YouTube. Oh, Whenever you post any clips on YouTube, it just does terribly. Yeah. And the comments on YouTube, for whatever reason, YouTube Shorts, the comments are so brutal.
I tried to post on YouTube Shorts, and I think I got like 6 or 7 views. Yeah. It was crazy.
Because nobody's on YouTube Shorts.
Besides, kids.
I know. I have like 2 friends that exclusively use YouTube Shorts.
Because I tried to upload a couple videos to it. Those ones that you edited for me, and I got like 3 views.
Yeah, yo, it's like, how do you? YouTube Shorts has the worst interface. Like it's stupid.
Yeah, it's so hard to use.
And the algorithm is terrible.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Like I'll click one video that I see, just because I'm like, yo, this short, like I wanna see it, and then like once I'm done watching it, I'll scroll down, and it's just like the worst video I've ever seen in my life.
I'm like, dude, this is terrible. No way this is blowing up before mine is.
Yeah, this is terrible.
It's awful. Yeah, I don't enjoy YouTube Shorts at all.
They're horrible. I think where it's at is Insta Reels.
Oh, 100%.
Insta Reels, dude.
It's just a whole different
world. I love it.
I love Instagram Reels so much. Like, I'll catch myself at nights, like, I'll load up Instagram, it'll be late, 2:30. Yeah. Keep scrolling till 5 in the morning.
Oh my god.
Because you have, like, a perfect feed, and they're all, like, so funny, bro. Yeah. It's the funniest stuff you've ever seen.
Yeah. So, like, my problem is I'll find an account I like, and then I'll go to their videos, and I'll just watch all of them. I'll watch every one.
Yeah. Dude. I've caught myself doing that, too. Before.
I swear, I remember, so, last fall break, I want to say, or last winter break, there's this account that I found, and they must have had, like, 1,000 videos.
You watched every single one.
I got back from the gym, and I sat down, and I found one of his videos, and it was, like, a conspiracy theory.
Oh, and I'm like, those get you hooked. Yeah. Those get you so hooked.
And so I just, like, scrolled. I went into his account, and I just scrolled down for hours.
You could just sit there all day and just search.
These are so good.
So interesting, and it's like
they're so
4 in the morning. You're like, oh my gosh.
He was talking about like the pyramids, and he's like, what you don't know is that there's a pyramid in like this other country that's even bigger than the pyramid of Giza, and it's actually buried under a forest.
It's just that it's just that dopamine you get from watching. You're like, oh, I gotta keep watching.
Like, yo, that's insane.
It's crazy.
And then he'll talk about like aliens. I'm like, yo, this is like my shit. Like, I love this.
Bro, it's so good to watch.
It's freaking
so good to watch.
And then they have that stupid like TikToks like music, the TikTok sounds and stuff. Like,
yeah. Where it's like promoted music.
Yeah.
Or it's like the eerie, like creepy music behind it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I love it. Like, yo, I put that on my video.
It's just. Dude, I hate those audios, especially if it's like really scary. It's the middle of the night and I'm in the dark. I'm like, I gotta turn this off. Bro.
Yeah. There's like this one that I would use, like I had just found it like last year maybe, and it's called like lobotomy or something.
Lobotomy.
And like I remember I was working on the video and I just had to press stop. Like I'm like this is actually freaky.
This is scary me.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't watch this.
I don't know what it is.
Like it's actually scary, bro.
I'm gonna find it. Like I don't know who it's by, but like lobotomy. How do you spell it?
Lobotomy.
Lobotomy.
Lobotomies are crazy. You ever heard of those?
Yeah, like what?
You ever heard of like what they do in a lobotomy?
Yeah, it's like
crazy. I could never do that.
It's so bad. Like why? Like, there's no reason. Like if people actually thought it would work and
they thought it would,
cure like
mental health
depression
issues.
or whatever, like no.
It's just like I get chills just thinking about it.
I want to say it's lobotomy sound TikTok. Well, I hope that this plays. I've never done this before. Nah, it's definitely not on here.
Oh no.
If you guys want to hear it, I'm trying to think where I put it. My cousin's post. I know it was my cousin. I know I put it on my cousin's video. She was talking about a story with her uncle or one of her relatives on the other side. She had like a ghost story, and I put that sound in. And it was like,
oh yeah,
it's just freaky,
trippy and
like,
freaky.
Yeah,
couldn't do it.
Yeah, there's this other one called like 13 Angels Standing Around My Bed or something.
I feel like I've heard that one before.
Yeah, it's supposed to sound like a cat.
Bro, some of them are just scary.
Yeah, I'm like,
middle of the night, I'm just scared watching
Let me find that, because I love that one. I use it for like everything.
Bro, what? First search?
Dude, no. Dude, they're listening.
Bro, I'm telling you, they always listen.
They're listening. Dude. Oh, of course I get an ad. Oh my gosh. But like, it's supposed to be like, the maker of the sound, his like, cat died right after, like, right before he finished the video or something.
Huh.
I don't know.
Is this it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to turn up the volume.
Yes, I've heard that one. Fuck that sound.
I hate it, right? My language. I hate it, right?
Yeah, I hate that sound. I hate that sound so
Yeah, I'm trying
much.
to make sure that the mic catches it. Yeah, y'all recognize that, don't you?
It's awful. I hate that sound. It's so scary.
I hate it. Dude, I hate it so much.
Just scary videos with it. I can't
but like
do it.
the other thing I like is I'll put it like I'll put a creepy sound on like a funny video. Just to like
make it weird.
Yeah, just to make it weird.
Just to throw people off.
I did that on like my last Instagram post. It was just like pictures of like me and my friends and stuff, and I just threw like that sound or like a different sound, like scary piano atmosphere, creepy violin.
So trippy, bro. I hate it. It's so like Just like gives you chills.
Yeah. No, I don't know. But I like messing with people. So like I'll throw that in there because I know that's what like when you're listening to it, I know it's gonna mess with you.
Yeah. You're like, wait, this is supposed to be a funny video?
Yeah.
What? This is crazy.
There's this guy on TikTok. His name is like Varsity747, and he would do that on all of his videos.
Yeah.
He'd just throw like that stupid, like it wasn't even that scary one. It was just like a stupid one.
Yeah, like those scary like sounds on there, and then they start talking like, "Did you know there's a pyramid in Egypt supposed to mark the end of the world?" I hate it. And it's just like a corny voice. You're like, dude, really? Like, and it gets 10 million views somehow.
Yeah, I like the one where like the guy's pouring water in a cup. Like, did you know?
Oh yeah, it just starts to overfill. That's an overfill. Yeah, he's pouring water in a cup from a different cup. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's so trippy.
Like, I had a podcast several months ago with my buddy Max, and like we were talking about that guy that pours the water in the cup, and dude, we were dying.
Dude,
we were so dying because we were like, why does he do that?
Like,
why
see how you can get famous off of anything?
Yeah, like any niche. Like
he's famous off of that. It's crazy.
Like, imagine you just start like a video with you just stuffing your face with like bread.
Exactly. And you just like, that's it. You're viral or you get paid for it. It's so crazy. And then after you finish, you like hold up a sign or something. Yeah, it's just like, thanks for watching on TikTok. Tomorrow's an apple. Like, you just like stuff your face with random things every video. Yeah. It's so weird. You just gotta find a niche that like, it's really can. It's impossible. Like, I don't know how people do it. Yeah. Like, Hawk to a girl literally like said 2 words. She's that like. She's got to be like a millionaire by now. Oh, 100%.
She's got merch. She's got a podcast. But she's got like millions of people watching her stuff for whatever reason. Have you ever heard of though like people saying like celebrities sold their souls? Yeah. Like, have you ever thought like maybe she did that? Like, how can you get viral of just saying like Hawk to it and like all of a sudden you're a millionaire? And it wasn't like that funny. It wasn't that funny. Yeah. Like, it's like, oh, Hawk to it, and now like she's a millionaire from it. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just trippy. It's really surreal. I don't know. Yeah. And like people say like they sold their soul and then like industry plants or whatever. I don't know how it all works. But I feel like she might be an industry plant. Like, I don't know how industry plants work though. It's like I don't know. It's so weird. Like, just some random person blows up like out of the blue and they just want to see what kind of reaction they can get out of it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they're just not viral anymore. Yeah, like, there's so many people that are like that. I just want to I want to blow up. I want to capitalize on it. You know? Like she really capitalized on it. Yeah, like I want to blow up and be like, all right, bet I'm gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna start streaming more. I'm gonna start follow my YouTube channel and stuff like that. Like, you really gotta capitalize your income off of it. Like when Yeet blew up, dude, he already had. He'd been making music for years before, like a decade for before. A long time. That's how I want to be, because like once I blow up, people are gonna be like, "Yo, this guy has been doing it for a while." This guy's been doing it for like 5-6 years, and like, wow, he's really dedicated. To this. Like, and they'll have stuff to watch. Yeah. Like, it's not like I haven't been doing. This has done nothing but gotten better. Like, it's just gotten better every episode, and it's like, dang, I gotta subscribe to this guy. I want to. That's what I watch this every week. Yeah. I feel like that'd be dope for you too, cause like who would be like, yo, like this guy's been playing. This guy's always streaming. Like, if I just want to watch something, I'll throw him on. Yeah. Yeah, and like look, he was streaming for 3 people. Like, there was only 3 people in there, but like he was still streaming. Like, that's a grind. Like, I respect that. He was acting the same like as he did when there's 1,000 people in there. Like, for sure. Yeah. It's weird, but it's super cool. And there's people like I've heard stories of people like singers at concerts, and they'll just like walk off stage if there's like only 100 people. Yeah. But like there's other artists that'll get up there and just like perform their hearts out like the same way they would. There's things with athletes too. I respect athletes who like they always, it's kind of like a different topic, but they try not to miss away games. Yeah. Cause like
like I'm a Bulls fan, and obviously like when the Bulls came to play the Suns, I would always go to the games, and it'd be awesome when like I got to see all the team healthy because they weren't like not coming because they were hurt. So like when they try to play road games because they have fans everywhere, I think that's like that makes me like respect them a whole lot more, just for doing that.
Yeah, just for being there, you know. Like it's all about crazy. Effort. Like people notice like when you put in
people
the work.
100% notice effort for sure. It's crazy.
They definitely notice when you don't put any in.
Exactly, they definitely notice when you don't put any in.
And they see that like you're a piece of shit. Like
they're like, this guy's doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. I think the last thing I wanted to talk about with you was I saw you got a tattoo on your neck.
I did get a tattoo.
I love it. It's he's got 3 crosses, by the way. I don't know if you want to show that
off. 3 crosses behind my left ear, kind of my neck a little bit, but
yeah, I like it. So, what made you decide to get that?
Well, beginning of senior year, I had planned on getting like the gates of heaven on my forearm with like 1 Peter 5:7 on it, which is cast all your anxiety on him. And I was just kind of thinking like, is that really what like, because the Stairway to Heaven, I don't really have like relatives that have passed per se, so it kind of wouldn't symbolize anything. And the Bible verse, it's like I don't like people knowing that people like that I'm anxious, that I get anxiety all the time. So it's like, I kind of want to switch it up. You know, the piece was gonna be like $800. So I was like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, let's get something small that you don't see every day. So I was just sitting there scrolling on TikTok one day, and it just like I just thought of it. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna get that. It symbolizes like Jesus and the other 2 people he was crucified with. So I really like it. It shows off like. It really shows like faith. Yeah. Like,
and it's like the first thing you notice.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh wow, he has a tattoo on his neck or behind his ear, and you're like, like this is what I believe in, like, just so everybody can see.
Yeah, and I like that. Like it has meaning to you, you know.
Yeah, it really defines me, and I like it. Like people will be like, oh really, a tattoo behind your ear? When I get it somewhere, get it covered. I was like, I don't really want to cover this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had doubts about it after, but it's growing on me, and I really like it. I want to get more tattoos for sure.
I like it too. Yeah.
I definitely want to get more tattoos.
I do too, but like I want to keep it like strictly to things that I care about. Yeah. You know? I know people get carried away, and that's what my parents are afraid of. I'll be like, because I already got like 2. Yeah. So
I don't want to get meaningless tattoos.
Exactly.
Like I want to get something that symbolizes like me and what I enjoy and what's like help me grow into who I am. Like
exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to get emptiness.
Like I'll get some for like I already have like a faith one, and I have a heritage one. I have a Puerto Rican flag. Oh, okay. So I want to get like more stuff like that. I want to So my parents are not gonna like this, but so I have a half sleeve here, and I've always I want to finish the sleeve. Look. Yeah. I already told my mom I want to finish the sleeve.
I want to get my whole arm done.
It would be, so I have the lion up here. I want to get the lamb down here because I feel like that would just be
that's
sick.
Pretty sick.
That would be sick. Yeah. And everyone would know.
It's pretty sick.
But, I just think that would be so cool.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So. Yeah.
No, that'd be super sick if you got it. But my mom isn't against tattoos, but she's like, just don't go crazy. Don't get any on your face. I'm like,
exactly.
I won't get face tattoos. So other than that, she's not too strict about it. My brother has a bunch of tattoos too. So
I think it's for me. It's because I think for my parents, it's just because they have a lot of relatives or they know people that have gone too crazy and now they regret it. Yeah. And I think I'm just trying to get stuff that I care about. Yeah. You know? Stuff that has is symbolic or stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff that really means something to you. Cause then it's a real thing though, tattoo addiction. Where people they just love getting new tattoos, so they just cover themselves in it, and they just they're damn, my whole body's covered in tattoos. I shouldn't have done that. And it costs so much money to get them removed. Yeah, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah, and I know people that are like that. They'll just be like, oh, I got this because I just felt like it.
Yeah, I can't just get like I felt like a tattoo. I have to be like, if the thought comes to me, I'm like, that would be sick.
There's a lot of thought that goes into it for me. Like I don't think my parents know that. Like I'm it's not impulsive at all. Like,
it's really not impulse. You're like, this is really what I want, and this is what I'm gonna get. So
yeah. Like, the first one I got, I had been talking about getting that for, like, a year. And it's literally the same exact one. It never changed.
I have talked about getting that one for a year. Like, a long time.
Yeah.
Because I had, honestly, like, I had paid the guy for the deposit to get the tattoo. And I chickened out because I didn't think I wanted it anymore. So he kept my money. And he just did this with the deposit money. So it was like...
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
So it was perfect. It paid for itself. A lot of thought went into it, though.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love yours. Yours is cool.
It's awesome.
I'll show you mine after. Yeah. After we're done. But
for sure.
Yeah. So I normally wrap up these episodes with like words of advice, anything like that, that you might have for the audience, whoever's listening.
I saw this quote yesterday. It says, "If you're ever drowning, I know a lifeguard who walks on water." I saw it on TikTok yesterday.
Dude, that's so hard, bro.
I was like, wow, that's sick. Like, that one kind of stuck with me. I saw a bunch, like, I literally saw a TikTok about this, like, what's the best advice you ever heard? But that was, like, the one that was, like, if you're ever drowning, I know a lifeguard who walks on water.
I love that,
I love
dude.
It.
Bro, that might be one of the best ones I've ever heard. Yo.
That's it.
And I've heard a lot, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god.
That's what I got. Yeah.
That's so tough.
Yeah. I saw it yesterday. I was like, dang, this is fire. That is fire. But
okay. So I'm gonna do a quick summary of like what we went over. So we talked a little bit about like your Christmas, how you it's like at your brother's. And like moving from Arizona to here, and then like moving from here to Arizona, and then Arizona to here, you know. We talked about like your childhood upbringing, like doing taekwondo, playing basketball, and all that. Talked about high school, and then kind of like what your plans are now that you're here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I think like after that, we eventually just like spun off and kept talking about faith until basically the end.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about streaming.
A little bit.
And then we finished up with tattoos, which went right back to faith.
Yeah.
Which is honestly how I like it, because like, whenever I get somebody on that's Christian, it always ends up like this.
It always ends up you just talking about it for hours.
Even if I don't even know, even like
you don't realize it, you're like, wow, we've been talking like this.
Yeah.
Like, how long have we been sitting here for?
Dude, 1:40.
It hasn't even felt like that. It's not even felt like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe a half hour.
It's crazy. I love it. Like, I love it, like, every second. Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
It's so much fun. And, like,
just to talk and catch up with people.
Yeah, and even, like, the faith aspect. Like, when people listen, like, I hope that, like, each episode brings at least, like, one person.
Yeah.
Or, like, if this whole podcast brings at least one person to faith. Like, that's, like, honestly, my job's done. Like,
yeah, 100%.
It's the best feeling.
For sure.
Like, honestly.
Yeah, you feel really good about yourself. Yeah. Like,
so,
it's working.
Yeah, I want to thank you for getting on today, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. It's good to see you, too.
It was awesome.
Good to see you.
It was really fun to be here and start talking, but for sure. I have to do it again sometime.
Oh, yeah, of course, man. Now that you're here, like...
Yeah. I'm here now, so...
I'd love to run it back for part 2.
For sure.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Goal Swole Podcast. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like. And if you plan on listening to any future episodes, make sure to subscribe and click that notification button.